my babies, hi, and welcome back to the last couch talk. Thank God. Okay, the aftermath, it is the next day because I needed to rest because that was a lot, y'all. That was a lot. So took a little nap and got up, and yeah, let's go ahead and get this done. So in 2013 I ended up dating someone else. I made a couch talk about it, and I ended up catching something from them. I caught chlamydia. So I did confide in him, and I didn't know he was jealous because I moved on with somebody else, because I guess he thought like he would always be the only one, or he had me wrapped like that, and he didn't. And he didn't. You moved on, you was doing your thing, I'm gonna do my thing too. I'm single, I could date and be with whoever the fuck I want to be with. So he was jealous of that, and I'm thinking we still friends and this, that, and the third, and he just wants to be possessive because me and his baby mama almost got in a fight one time because she called him out his name, and I'm like, when it comes to shit dealing with the child, I let her do her thing like full range, but when it ain't got nothing to do with the child, don't disrespect my man. So me and her almost got in a fight, and she told me, she said, Nina, you stupid. She said, because he gonna do the same thing to me that he did to you. And I was like, what you talking about? And she was like, he gonna cheat on you, he gonna get you pregnant, and he gonna leave you with the baby. He ain't never got no money, and he gonna beat on you, and he gonna like break your heart. And like when I said the lady won't lie, basically she said he was gonna sacrifice me, and she won't lying. And she was like, he already doing it to you because we was going to court at the point in time. She won't lying. But I was trying to, you know, maintain a friendship because we've been through a lot of shit together, and we was vulnerable and open up with each other. So I'm thinking, you know, I'm a loyal person. It's solid on this end. We friends. But somebody that I grew up with and that was a friend of his ended up unfortunately passing away. So he came down for the funeral, and we went to the funeral, and that's when we was sitting in the car, and and I mentioned this for a reason because it's going to be significant in another couch talk later on. We were sitting in the car with him and a homeboy that they call, never mind, don't matter what his name is. And they were speaking about my twin flame. But I didn't know they were speaking about my twin flame because I hadn't met him at the point in time. And they was like, I don't understand how that nigga can have all that money and he could blow it. And basically they was hating on him because my twin flame had ended up, he's really talented and gifted, yo. And he ended up entering into a competition, and he got $100,000 from my understanding. But I'm like, the fuck is y'all, like, why are y'all speaking about the man for? I didn't even know who they were speaking about at the point in time. And they're like, he's still in Pistol City, he tripping, if that was me, this and that was me. Okay, but it ain't though. So I was just minding my business, eating my Jamaican food. But he ended up spending the night at my crib, and I ended up getting a favor. Okay, I ended up getting a favor. And then, cause I had a rental car at the point in time. So then I ended up giving him a ride back to Richmond. And he ended up, we had sex. Okay, we had sex. And I drove back in a tornado. Because I was not keeping that rental car for another day, because you're not about to charge me extra. No. Okay, shorty drove back in a tornado and did not even know I was driving in a fucking tornado. But I drove back and I dropped off the rental car. In 2016, I had fell into a depression because I was looking for a job nonstop, and my charges kept getting in the way. And I'm like, I'm tired of trying, and nothing's coming through. It's like, I was tired and over it because I quit the flea market job. I'm working 60 hours a week, and I'm only getting paid $175 an hour. That's why I started my company back up, because the guy I dated in 2013, he was the one that told me I was too good for working at the flea market and hanging around the people I was hanging around. He was the one that opened up my eyes. So I started, you know, falling back from the people I was hanging around, and I was focusing on work, and I was actually in the process of trying to get back in school again. And I was looking at trying to get back in school again. And I was also looking for another job because I didn't want to stay stuck in that flea market job. 60 hours, $175. That shit is crazy. Because of my charges, it's hard to get a job. Still to this day, apparently. Okay? So, he was jealous because he found out I was dating somebody else, and he didn't like that shit. So, I had fell into this depression in 2016, and I started having suicidal thoughts. So I was honest with him, and I told him that, and he was like, don't you ever commit suicide. If you ever feel like that, you call me. And I thought he was being for real. So it was, I remember it was the beginning of February 2017, and I was over it because me and my sister still shared a room. My sister's one of the people that molested me. and she was masturbating. And I'm like, you laying here, you not doing nothing, bro. You not looking for no job. You not in school. You not doing nothing. And I'm busting my ass. I done graduated from college, and I'm still having a hard time. Like, it just won't make sense to me. Because I'm like, if I'm putting in the effort in the work, why I ain't getting no results back? Like, I got a company, and like I had started vending and stuff too at that point. And it's like, I'm like, this shit just not making sense to me, yo. And so I became, you know, suicidal. And when I called him, he was like, you need to get over it. I'm like, I'm about to commit suicide, and I meant it. Because I'm like, I can't sit here and listen to my sister masturbate. We in the same room together, and she one of the people that molested me. Like, my triggers was going the fuck off, yo. And he was like, you need to get over that. You need to toughen up. And I'm crying. I'm like, crying, and he don't give a fuck. And you told me call you if I ever felt like that. So that's what made me suicidal. And I finally came out and said I didn't get molested by one person. I ended up getting molested by 5. Because my mom found out when I was 18. Because come to find out, my ex-fiance told my sister that I got molested by my cousin, but not knowing that she was one of the people that molested me. So me, my mom, and my sister were all sitting in the room together. And she was like, oh, when so-and-so molested you? And she said it like a ha-ha moment. And my mom was like, so-and-so molested you? And I was like, yeah. So my mom only knew about one person. So when I basically had a breakdown and I came home from work and I broke down in front of my mama and I just ran out the house and I was about to run in front of an 18-wheeler, but I called my pops and he picked up and he put me in a hotel for a weekend once he found out what was going on with my sister and me being in the room. Because that's when I came out and I told them about everybody. So that's how I ended up getting Marley. Now, I got to go back a little bit because I forgot in 2014. See, this is where the issue and the problem come in. He already knew I was dating somebody else in 2013. In 2014, I met somebody else through a mutual friend. Okay. And, gracious. I don't want disrespect. We just call him T, okay? I met somebody through a mutual friend, and I was completely depressed because I done had my second heartbreak, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to feel love. I don't mind just kicking it with somebody, a situationship, that's okay. But like, I was focused on my business. I was focused on getting back in school, and I met T through a mutual friend, so we started kicking it, and I'm not gonna lie, I was fast, and I allowed him to get it too soon, and that is something I do fucking regret. I have not ever been a hoe, but I have had a fast moment or two. I have. So, and this is why I tell y'all, love yourself, okay? So, me and T, we was kicking it and stuff. He had some baby mama drama, and I was trying to, encourage him, like, yo, you should start a business. You cut hair, so I made some business cards for him. But he was controlling and possessive as well. He didn't like the fact that I was, like, in school. I was working at the flea market 60 hours, and then also I was running my business, and I was vending, going around to different, I was trying to vend every week. Okay, Shorty was trying to get it. I'm trying to get the fuck up out my mama career. So I didn't really have a lot of time for him, and he didn't like that shit. So he became possessive as well because I did not heal from the previous relationship with my ex-fiance. Because the second one, he was a sweetheart to me. He treated me great. Okay, he treated me great. It just was a bad situation, a bad decision. But T, he acted just like the ex-fiance, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm trying to better my life. Why are you mad? Like, do you gotta work so much? Why you always gotta be focused on your business? You need to be focused on your man. Well, we not in a relationship, so what the fuck is you saying? I'm focused on my business. I'm grinding. I'm vending. I would pick this man up. I would massage his feet. I would cook food for him. I'm like, I'm giving you everything that you need, and not because like I'm green, and that's just naturally who I am. If I fuck with you and I vibe with you, that's just naturally the woman that I am. I'm going to cook for you. I'm going to give you massages. That's just naturally who I am. Whether we're in a relationship or not, that's just how I love, baby. Okay? That's just how I love. Excuse me. All right? Excuse me. But, I'm like, I'm doing everything right. And I didn't realize, like, this nigga being mentally abusive. My grades started dropping. I ended up missing, like, all my exam dates because I thought it was another day. And come to find out, I ended up missing all of them. So I ended up flunking out all my classes. So I stopped messing with T because he was degrading me and I couldn't deal with it no more. But towards the end of us dealing with each other, he mentioned his best friend's name. And I said, your best friend name is what? Because it's a unique name and I know it. And he was like, yeah, that's my best friend. Come to find out his fucking best friend is my ex-fiance's little cousin, yo. I said, oh my God, bro. I was like, why, Lord? Why? I I did not fucking know until right towards the end when me and him stopped fucking with each other. So I did tell my ex-fiance about it because his baby mama got revenge on him when she came back home. And she ended up sleeping, dating, and having a baby with one of his homeboys. And they all lived together when they both had their first children, but they was dating each other, you know. Okay, let me explain this right. My ex-fiance and his first baby mama, they were together, they had their baby, and then the homeboy that they lived with, he was with his baby mama, and they had their baby. So they both got locked up, the homeboy and the baby mama, and he didn't support neither one of them, he didn't write neither one of them, and they both were salty. From my understanding, from what he told me, they got together and they had a baby together on purpose just to get revenge back on him. So I didn't want him to feel like that's what the situation was. So I told him, I said, I got something I need to tell you. You ain't gonna like it. Y'all gotta be honest with you. And he was like, what's up? And I was like, and I told him, I said, I ended up fucking with T, and I didn't know though. And he was upset at first, but he was like, it's alright because you ain't know. So I'm thinking we're cool. Come to find out, he's still mad about that shit though. Come to find out, he's still mad about that shit though. So I let my ex-best friend come down and move in with us, and because she was going homeless again. And I didn't want her to be homeless, so I was like, yo, just come back to VA. So I let her move in. I was sharing a room with her. I didn't want to sleep in the bed with her because a lot of different reasons. I just didn't want to sleep in the bed with her, okay? I'm trying to be respectful and mature. But I let her have my bed for a little while. And I was like, fuck this. I'm not sleeping on the couch. And you on my bed. I was like, yo, you got to sleep on the couch. Because I started realizing you're here, but you're not putting in any effort. I done got fired from my job. I done basically spent my last check on you and shit. And you know I got fired. And at that point in time, I was dating someone else, and that is actually the man that we ended up being friends for 6 years. Then we ended up having sex. That's the man, the last man I had sex with, and that's the man that I love. I'm not gonna lie, that's the man I truly love. But she was jealous of that, and she actually said out her mouth, he should be dating me because he's into science and this, that, and the third and stuff like me. And she actually said that shit out her mouth. I'm like, what? It's like she got mad because I was getting attention from guys and stuff. And I'm like, I don't ask for that shit though. It just naturally happens. I don't ask for that shit. So she was jealous because of the guy I was dating. And I'm like, I stopped smoking weed. I'm looking for a job. You up in my people's crib, you being disrespectful to grandma, you being disrespectful to Marley, you being disrespectful to me. You and my sister in the back room talking shit about me behind my back because I'm going to performances and I ain't taking y'all low vibrational females with me, unstable creatures with me. I'm not bringing you with me to bring my energy down. I want to go to my performance and have a good time, and that's what I did. I went to a couple of performances when I was looking for a job, and she was supposed to be looking for a job. I ended up putting her on to a job, though, because somebody was like, yo, can you come work for me at this kiosk in the mall for me? And I didn't want to do that because I wanted, because they had their own company, and I want to be the face of my own company, and I didn't want people to confuse it. So I threw the job to her. So apparently she was popping shit to the lady about me and talking shit to the lady about me too. And she was like, you got 1,000 followers on your FAB Boutique Instagram, which now is officially hacked, and I can't get back into mysteriously. Okay? Mysteriously. So she's staying there, and my ex-fiance, I had found out that he had a baby. And that's when I was like, you know what, yeah, I'm pretty much done with having any type of hope of us getting back together, because he had got in a car accident and he almost lost his life. So I went to the hospital. I was worried about him. I started catching feelings again. I gave him a favor. I took care of him while I was in the hospital. Anything that he needed, because he broke his pelvis, I made sure he was straight. His little cousin came. They had an issue with me. And we actually was cool, because come to find out his ex-girlfriend was popping shit about me too. And I'm like, this is just ridiculous. And she was like, you know what, you cool as hell. And I'm like, I like you too. I'm like, I'm glad we had this conversation, because we had a conversation about it. And she was actually mad cool. And I told her, baby, whatever it is you want to go after, go ahead, go after that shit. Okay, just go ahead, go after that shit. So after, like, he was in the hospital and stuff, I'm thinking, okay, we might get back together, this, that, and the third. And then that's when I saw the picture of his son on his Facebook. And I asked him straight up, I was like, do you have a son? And he finally told me yes. My nigga, you could have been told me that when I came to the hospital, because his family was blowing my phone up. And they're like, he in the hospital, can you go check on him, can you go check on him? So I went to the hospital, I spent the night with him. So I was pretty much done with emotions or getting back together. I was over it after that. And he actually called me it was 2 months after I had graduated, and he asked me, could we get back together? And I was like, no. And when I say that man boo-hoo-hoo cried, that man boo-hoo-hoo cried. And his mama actually told me after he broke up with me, he actually went into a depression because he missed me. And I'm like, well, I couldn't fucking tell you. Shit, I couldn't fucking tell you. So, fast back forward to December 2017. He moved back, and we was kicking it. I had went and picked him up, and we smoking in my crib and stuff because I was stressed at the point in time. But I had got in contact with a company that was helping me find a job, and I'm like, my ex-best friend get on my nerves. She been disrespectful to me and grandma, and he in there drinking, and he smoking, and I'm smoking. And he was like, why you ain't let her come back here and smoke with us? And I'm like, because me and her ain't speaking right now. Like, our friendship pretty much over. I'm just letting her stay here because I know she ain't got nowhere to go. So he just started speaking crazy out the mouth to me. He was like, if you ever get married, I'm going to kill your husband. And he was like, I never wanted you to be more successful to me. I was like, huh? He was like, I never wanted you to be more successful to me. I'm like, why not? And like, he couldn't give me no real answer. Like, this was what the fuck I'm dealing with, yo. This is what the fuck I'm dealing with, yo. So he lets the ex-best friend come back there, and he's smoking with her and stuff. I said, I'm sorry, but I ain't letting you hit my blunt. And she was like, oh, I know. All right, well, cool. And I ended up evicting her because I'm like, yo, it's just too much. Like, you being disrespectful to Granny, to Marley, to me. Like, yo, you gotta go because you're not really putting in no effort. You're not really putting in no effort. I'm putting in applications, this, that, and the third, and I got a one-day job coming up, and I'm still looking for jobs and stuff. Like, friendship over. Okay, friendship over. Pretty much. Friendship over. But he left his gun. That night, he had left his gun in the car on purpose because he wanted to make sure he could see me again. But then he also told me that night as well, because like I said, he was drinking, that I had to pick between him and Marley. I said, what? He said, either pick me or Marley. I said, Marley. He said, what? I said, Marley, and I'm going to choose Marley every time. And that is facts. That is facts. I'm going to choose Marley every fucking time over any man, over any friend, over any relative, whatever. I'm going to choose Marley every fucking time because that little girl keep it funky with me, and she done rode with me through some shit, and she loved me through and through. She showed me how to be a better person. I'll be damned I fucking get rid of Marley for a man. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. I had picked him up for a performance for MLK Day. It was 2018. Just, just to get him out the house, get his mind focused on other shit, to show him, something different. Like, instead of a 9 to 5, like, yo, like, pour into whatever it is you want to pour into. But I don't know what talents the man has. Still to this day, I do not know. I do not know, okay? But, so he came to my performance. I'm not gonna lie, I got something, but I didn't have no emotions attached, so I did one of my specialty moves, and when I turned around and I was doing what I was doing, all I saw was this again. And I was like, are you okay? And I hopped off him because it scared me, because I'm like, what the fuck that nigga back there doing? Why he acting like that for? Why he acting like that for? And that was the last time we had sex. January 2018, MLK Day. MLK Day. I realized, you know what, I think I need to stop doing this shit. Like, because I would have sex with him because I didn't want my body count to go up. That's when I realized I need to stop doing that shit. So fast forward to a couple weeks later, it snowed. And I'm walking down the street and I hear this guy calling me. He was like, hey, yo, shorty. And so I kept walking. This man, and it's icy, y'all. My whole entire complex parking lot is icy. He done skirted across the damn ice, almost crashed his car trying to holler at me. So he's speaking to me and stuff. And I saw that he had a massage therapy book in his car. And that's something I want to get into as well, that I'm going to get into, is massage therapy. Because it's very healing, chakras, things of that nature. So I was like asking him questions like, what school you go to, what are the classes like, this, that, and the third, because that's something I'm interested in. So he tried to get my phone number, and I was like, nah, and I gave him my Facebook, and that's what I do when I swear people. So when he added me, I didn't look at my Facebook immediately. I went in the house. I was like, see you later, enjoy your day. So I go in the house, and when I look at my phone, once again, it's my ex-fiance little cousin. I said, what the fuck, bro? How does this shit keep happening? So I made sure I steered clear of that man. That's when I met my twin flame. Me and my twin flame started dating. I did not know at the point in time that I was pregnant. I confided in a friend after I had the miscarriage. A mutual friend between me and my twin flame and between me and my ex-fiance that had lost the miscarriage when I got in that car accident. And that's when I started being in chronic pain. And tell me why the mutual friend that went and ran his mouth to my ex-fiance, he does not want to hear that I moved on, that I love somebody else, that I almost had a baby. And all this man has done since then is make my life hell. He has gone around lying on me. He's going around telling people I'm a hoe, that I'm a prostitute, that I got this, that I got that. And cause I done seen some Facebook posts before. I ain't been on that man's Facebook page since 2023. I done seen some Facebook posts before. And I'm like, why is you so worried about me? Why do you keep trying to block me for, bro? You had your opportunity time and time and time again. But you kept dropping the ball. Like, heal yourself. I even did a reading for that man over here. He watches every fucking video, every fucking vlog, everything, yo. Everything. He stays stalking me. He has not stopped stalking me, y'all. You ain't got to fucking believe me. The man ain't stopped stalking me, though. Basically, he been going around to different people, and he has tried to blackball me. And he has succeeded. Him, my sister, my mama, an ex-neighbor, and a few other people, as well as some people that they teamed up with on YouTube, have been, I mean, this shit been going on since 2018, y'all, because they found my Virgo Garden channel, and they're upset about it. Since my Virgo Garden channel has taken off, that man has gotten on the internet and been blasting me. Do them followers know you crazy? Do them followers know you this? Do them followers know you that? And I'm like, why is you, it's always this much truth, a whole bunch of exaggeration, with a big-ass couple lies, bruh. I own my shit. I ain't got no issue with it. I own my shit. That's why God sent me. That's why God told me, get up here. To be transparent enough to say, hey, y'all, I done been through some fucked up shit. I done been a fucked up person before. This is how I'm healing. This is how I'm getting through it. They have literally watched me grow closer to God. I was building my relationship with God before this relationship. And I continue building my relationship with God after. But it had to be in my own time, though. Because I walk my own walk, and it's my own journey. You are not going to stop me from speaking my truth, bro. And you ain't going to take my freedom from me. I done stayed quiet since 2020. I'm like, eventually people going to see the truth. Fuck that. I'm telling my story like God told me to. They told me drop it in November. I procrastinated because I got caught up with some other bullshit that I shouldn't have been, trying to help people out that I should have been helping. But I'm making sure I'm doing everything God tell me to do. And I'm going to speak my truth, and you're not going to stop it, bro. So I have tried a couple of times to try to squash the beef with the man. I went to his house, his mama's house, and we sat in the back, and I was trying to squash the beef because I heard he was upset about the twin flame thing. And that nigga won't listen to nothing I said. He was like, let's get married. I'm like, what? How the fuck we gonna go from you talking shit about me to let's get married, bruh? Like, the fuck? So another time I tried to squash the beef again, and I went to his house, and it was for his birthday, and I had made some roster pasta, and I went to drop it off, and I knew God was telling me not to go because I caught a ticket on the way over there. That was a sign I shouldn't have gone. I tried to make peace. His mama was mad at me because I sent her a message and told her the reason why he is the way he is because of you. Because in 2018, she had called me because apparently he been going around venting to everybody how he hate me or this, that, and the third. But yet you keep trying to get back with me, though. It's because you're trying to control me. For you to tell me you're going to kill my husband, that means you don't want no other man to have me, but you don't qualify, bruh. You don't qualify, bro. I tried to love you through your potential, but it ain't good enough, to be quite honest with you. So his mama called me, and she was like, sweetheart, what's going on, this, that, and the third. And she told me herself, she said, you know my son better than me. She said, you the only person that know him like that, and I know that to be true. That's why I said I wasn't going to tell that man darkest secret. And she also said that she couldn't date him. She said, because he wake up one day he's this way, and one day he's another day. She don't never know which person he going to get. I said, trust me, it was not easy dating him. It's like she saw the truth, bruh. She saw the truth, bro. Just like his oldest brother does not baby him. Just like he told me not to bail him out when he got locked up in Richmond. I still went and did it anyway, just so his mama could have peace, bro. Just so his mama could have peace. So when I went and took the roster pasta over there, his mama wasn't really feeling me, and she gave me some fake highs and stuff. But she always tell me I'm her favorite, though. But, you know, I tried to make peace, like, yo, can we squash the beef, this, that, and the third. He told me we could. Fast forward to it was like that fall, I'm leaving for my orthopedic appointment. Matter of fact, it was actually 2020. I remember. It was actually January 2020. I'm leaving for my orthopedic appointment. And I ended up getting a phone call from T, his little cousin best friend. And I'm like, what the fuck T calling me for? Because I'm like, I don't really call him. I mean, I do, but I don't. Because T was supportive when he found out I was suicidal. So we still had a friendship, but he called me out of nowhere. And just so happened I was in the car, so it was a delay. But I could hear, though. So before I said anything, I was making sure that it had connected. Just so happened it connected. And they didn't know that I had picked up the phone yet. And why I hear my ex-fiance in the back, drunk again. And he was like, put her on speaker so I could get that bitch on camera. I'm like, what the fuck he doing around my ex-fiance? And he was like, he was asking me questions, this, that, and the third. And I was like, yo, I'm just leaving the doctor office. He was like, leaving the doctor office for what? I was like, my orthopedic. I had just got back the results from my MRI that I had a bulging disc and I had a tear in between my third and fourth disc. And I had just got back the results, and I was in a great mood. Plus, I was launching Queen Alchemy in a local shop out here. So I told T about it, not thinking that my ex-fiance is listening to who I'm launching my business at, like where I'm launching my business at. So he done went over there with them people and smeared my name some more. And I'm like, what the fuck is the point of all of this shit, bro? Why do you keep trying to lie on me and keep trying to keep me down for it? If you focus on yourself and be more productive, like, why is you mad? Because I'm the person, like you said, you always knew I was. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. So I realized I could not make peace with that man after I heard that. So I just stayed the fuck away from him completely. And he has gone out his way to find 6 of the 7 men I have had sex with. And basically, they done all turned on me. Okay? They done all turned on me. They done all... I'm not going to say they done all tried to set me up. But it's been 1 or 2 of them he done sent to try to set me up. Just like he did with Pooh. They tried to set me up for the okie doke. Okay? But I went homeless, and I didn't hear from this man at all. I didn't see this man at all. I ain't heard a peep from this man. I won't worry about him because I was working, trying to get my life together, trying to heal, trying to get my health right, trying to make sure Marley's straight. So I ain't hear nothing from this man for 14 months the whole time. Now I'm homeless, and I'm going through what I'm going through. But yet I'm dropping music while I'm homeless, though. We get the crib, and on my birthday in 2023, I dropped Suicide Note. And the second verse is about him. Nobody knew that fucking second verse was about him but me, God, and him. Tell me why 55 minutes after I posted it, I get an email from the man. And the reason why it's a problem is because that was September 2023. April 2023, I sent him a message and told him I want nothing to do with him. Don't come looking for me. Don't speak about me. Don't ask people about me. Don't come on my social media. This, that, and the third. And I blocked the man, and I blocked him on every fucking thing. Why that man pop up on my fucking TikTok, though? I done left you the fuck alone. You sending me an email, bro, telling me something, you still love me and shit. Like, how? I don't still love you. How can you still possibly love me? You don't even love yourself, bro. How can you possibly still love me? I said, oh, hell no, this nigga trying to ruin my birthday. I just blocked him because I was focused on, I got surgery in a couple days and I'm going to the New Year weekend. That's all I was focused on. Getting this paper, I had a sale going. I was like, fuck that. This nigga, I'm promoting it. He liking the shit on my Facebook, on my fan Facebook page. I'm like, you trying to trigger me and shit. So I called his brother that Saturday, which was just so happened to be his mama's birthday. I'm like, tell him leave me alone, bro. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm cut up from surgery, I'm in pain, and you still liking shit, trying to trigger me and shit. I'm like, yo, tell him leave me alone, bro. Tell him to leave me alone. And he was like, I'm gonna talk to him, sis. He's like, you been good, this, that, and the third. And he was like, you the one that he been bashing on the internet. I was like, I don't know, cause I don't go on that nigga page. Just tell that nigga leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered with him. Tell him don't do nothing. Just leave me alone. So for you to be emailing me months later on my birthday, telling me something, you still love me after your brother, like yo, it's too much. It's too fucking much. So I ended up dropping the fucking short mixtape and shit. Tell me why this nigga popped up on my TikTok again. I ain't bothered this man. I ain't said. I mean, yes, I've been mentioning, the things that I've been through with him, but it's for healing. I never played to be innocent. But the things you have done have been degrading, have been violating, have been diminishing, abusive. And I found out when I went to that SOS group, it was a such thing, because I'm just thinking physical abuse. And I'm like, well, we were physically abusive to each other. But at a point in time, I stopped. But you didn't, though, bro. You didn't though, bro. And that's when I learned about emotional abuse and financial abuse and spiritual abuse and mental abuse and stuff. And I'm like, well, damn, with that relationship, I done got abused every which way. With those, bro, I forgive you. I just asked you to leave me the fuck alone, and you don't want to because you feel like you keep getting up under my skin. You want to get on the internet and hoop and holler because you think you're going to take my freedom from me, my voice from me. You're not. You're not going to keep abusing me, bro. And that's all you're doing is showing people that you were abusive. That's all you doing is I ain't spoke to you, bro, since 2023 when I sent you that message in April and said leave me alone. Yet you still bothering me though. Because you mad. You mad I fell in love with somebody that I really wanted to be with and spend the rest of my life with. And now you done broke it up. I hope you're happy. Okay, I hope you're fucking happy. You, my mom, and my sister broke that shit up. I hope y'all happy. Damn. Like, fuck, bro. All I asked for was peace. I done tried to squash it and tried to squash it and tried to squash it. You don't want to squash it, bro. I take my hands off it. I forgive you. Please forgive me. I apologize for any time I made you feel like you want a man. For any time that I put my hands on you. For any time that you feel like I degraded you. I apologize for cheating on you. I apologize for not being there when I should have just been there, even though you said you didn't want me there. I apologize, bro. Please forgive me. Move on and let it go. Because I am. And you're not going to stop me. You're not going to quiet me. You're not going to keep my music and my poetry coming out. I got a shitload of music and poetry about you. I could probably do 5 years worth of albums of music about you, bro. I'm healing. And you mad about this. You mad about the Virgo Garden. You mad about Koncrete Rose. I couldn't be that person with you. And that's why I made the mistake of allowing you to come to that performance because you saw me up there on that stage. Bro, work on yourself, please. I'm not responsible for your damaged inner child. All I did was try to heal you. And I got damaged in the process and became toxic in the process. But I've been constantly working on becoming a better woman. And I pray that you get to the point where you decide to work on becoming a better man, y'all. So, babies, this is, okay? What happens when you don't know you have damaged inner child, alright? We finally got through it. Thank you, Lord. I feel so much better, y'all. And like, I don't care what comes towards me, the lies, the deceit, people trying to take my fucking life, okay? Like, I'm trying to hustle and grind, get the fuck up out of here. I'm doing things the correct way, but unfortunately, I have a mother that likes to break in my room, so I'm constantly fighting obstacles every day, if you understand what I'm saying, bro. Okay, I ain't asking for sympathy. Just pray for me. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I ever ask people for. Just pray for me. I love you, babies. Please, yo. Please love yourself. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I said before you give love to another, make sure you always give love to yourself. I'm always overextending myself to people that don't appreciate it or they expect it. And like I tell y'all, you ain't nobody's welcome at. And that's why I had to do this shit. I ain't nobody fucking welcome at, yo. I'm open to be expressive. I'm open to, I'm in tune with who I am, and I don't mind expressing that, and however I may express it, but however it go, God still love me. And you did try to separate me from God, bro. Not anymore. Not anymore. You thought you was gonna make me stop posting. You thought you was gonna make me stop putting out music. You thought you was gonna make me stop putting out poetry. And stole my poetry book. You thought you were going to make me stop putting out videos and start helping people heal. You know how many people I done spoke to in the last 2 weeks that said, Nina, because of you, I'm getting closer to God. I had a conversation with one of my babies in the garden last night. And he was like, Nina, I'm picking up my Bible more now because of you. You're not going to stop nothing, bro. Not you, not my mama, not my sister, or whoever the fuck else is salty because I cut their ass off. Y'all not going to stop nothing. My voice is my power, and that's what God been trying to tell me since 2022. When my cousin was like, Nina, you know, you ain't got to be so honest on the internet of me talking about the family and this, that, and the third, because y'all don't want to face the truth. Well, I'm facing my truth. I'm facing my truth and I'm standing in it. Yeah, I made some fucked up decisions. I mean, I've been a fucked up person at times, but I'm always constantly working on who I am. And I'm not going to let my relatives, I'm not going to let nobody fucking stop me from speaking my truth, because that's what God sent me for. I ain't go through all them years of pain for no fucking reason. I came here for a reason, to fucking help people. Whether it's on this channel, whether it's in poetry, whether it's music, whether it's in a book, whether I'm doing an interview, whatever it is, and I'm going to keep walking in my purpose. And I'm going to keep walking in my purpose, whether my life get took or not, whether I reach financial stability or not. I'm going to keep walking in my purpose. And that's the one thing I know for sure and for certain. I done been in some crazy ass situations, yo. I done been in some situations some people ain't made it out. And that's why I go hard for that police brutality, because I know I was blessed and I know I was spared. Because that police officer tried to shoot me again when I was in 7-Eleven, put his hand on his gun. When I started spitting that song that I wrote about the night I got arrested, and he didn't want to hear that shit. But he couldn't shoot me because there was too many people around. I'm going to continue to stand in my purpose. I don't care who coming against me. One thing I know for sure and for certain, God is with me. And I'm not going to fear no evil. I'm not going to fear no man. Period. Y'all, please learn from me. Love yourself. Tune in with your higher ups and find out what your purpose is, baby. Take care of yourself and continue to stay focused and walk in your purpose. Don't let nobody, and I mean don't let no fucking body, ever take your voice again. I love you, babies, and this is the conclusion to what happens when you don't know you have an inner child. I thank y'all for listening. I love y'all.